And this is why the Democratic Party is, hard with getting any trust, because here we are off of the biggest win that we've seen, in a very long time, only to be sent, 50 steps back, because you have several Democratic senators that have now decided to side with the Republican Party, thinking that they are doing something that none of the actual people, the will of the people that have a brain, are asking for. Again, you have people like Durbin, who is in his 80s. That man doesn't give a shit about what he is doing right now because it will not affect him. And the fact of the matter is, his ass should have been at home a long time ago. But this is absolutely, screaming old man strategy, old man policy, which absolutely begs the fact that Schumer, the call has come from inside the House, and they are asking for him to be replaced. As it's time. It's been more than time, because this is absolutely a throw a rock, hide your hand type situation. And he used these people as expendables, but they allowed themselves to be used. So let's not, absolve them from any of this, because they absolutely could have said, no, I'm not going to do this. Like Kane was absolutely one of those people who was against a lot of this stuff, and now all of a sudden, he's like, oh, I'm voting for them. But then you have people like Shaheen, who, again, doubled down on socials and was just like, she was helping, federal workers and all this other stuff get back to work, and the federal workers are like, girl, ain't nobody asking you for this type of help. Get your ass in there and vote the fuck no, because that's what we're telling you to do. Why have you had us out of work all this time if you were just going to get in there and be a bitch? Now, here's the other thing. She's like, she's going to ensure that healthcare premiums will not skyrocket. Girl, the skyrocket's already in the room and lit and going this way, because it's open enrollment, and a lot of people are getting snapshots of what that cost is going to look like, i.e. teachers. You're getting ready to see a mass exodus of teachers, because teachers have their contracts with their insurance built in, which means some states, you have to carry the mandated state insurance. If they can't afford it, and they still need to feed their families and still be able to, do what needs to be done, do you think they're going to maintain that teaching position? No, baby. Y'all didn't like teaching your baby during the pandeezy, but y'all better, get in there and say something. Y'all better be picking up these phones. Y'all better be on them socials. Y'all better be, with these emails. Now, by the time most people see this, will the vote have happened? Possibly. There's still time for people like Kane to change their mind. There's still time for Fetterman to actually do some shit and not be the mediocre white man that y'all put in there. And the fact that y'all did, I swear to God, I question a lot of things that are going on in your life. I guarantee you your relationship status fucking sucks, because the red flags that were there, the absolute red flags. But again, we can see this was absolutely a throw a rock, hide your hand situation. Everyone on this list either is not up for re-election or not seeking re-election, like Durbin. Again, the motherfucker's in his 80s. He doesn't give a shit about what, happens now, other than just keeping the peace and riding the wave out to retirement. And here's the thing. Y'all got to get in these comments and absolutely tell these folks how you feel, and let them know your ass will not have a moment's of peace. I hope you think about this moment when you sold out America, and you sold out the most vulnerable, like, Bernie Sanders has eloquently pointed out. We're standing to lose about 50,000 people a year because of the medically compromised folks that will not be able to buy, certain prescription drugs to stay alive, will not be able to make, medical premiums to stay alive month to month. So instead of doing this way and getting a half-hearted promise from, DC's villain, Thune, who has never made good on a promise yet. And here's the thing, the speaker, Richard Scarry's Worm, Mike Johnson, has said he has no thoughts of really revisiting this before all of this really became a thing. You think he's going to revisit it now that they're going to get what they want? Hell fucking no. I wouldn't. Let's just go ahead and call a spade a motherfucking spade. So here's the thing. Are we going to allow this shit to happen, or are we going to continuously make sure that these people that we put in these offices do what the fuck we ask them to do? Because again, we should not have to call you all and beg you to activate your spine. Okay? Jellyfish, what are we doing? Y'all, again, America's not a real place, and here we are with this situation, and we're glad that the call is coming from inside the House to say it's time for Schumer to take his ass on to the House and sit down in his rocking chair, because this could have been prevented. And the fact that he's trying to make it seem like he's against it, but you absolutely sacrificed the folks that you knew wouldn't fall into any type of consequence. This is old man strategy, and we see it from a mile fucking way. This is why we say local elections are the most important.
Like and subscribe to Mom's channel.